not necessarily the price that you stamp on your products, but what goes into determining how you're going to set your pricing. You've done some research, you know what goes into that, you know what profit you need to make, you've looked at your book, you know how you price your product. Your formula for determining that pricing may be trade secret. Any special pricing agreements you have with others, you've got a buddy that will give you a discount on things, and so you factor that into your pricing. Or you know that if you buy a certain volume from this vendor, you'll get a better pricing on it. Other people may not know that, and that may make you competitive over some other business. That's all trade secret. Any other know-how, what makes you better, faster, or more profitable than your competition, that might be trade secret. How do you protect it? Real simple. No registration, no fees, no costs. Just keep it a secret. Go down to Office Max, Staples, your favorite office supply store. Invest $1.25 in a little stamp that says confidential, and start stamping the things that you think are confidential as confidential, and then lock them up, put them in a safe at night. Don't just leave them out where customers and competitors and anybody else can see it. Don't go blogging about it. Don't put it on your website. Keep it secret, and it'll be a trade secret as long as you maintain it as a trade secret and it doesn't become otherwise known. When you talk to your suppliers, or if you have employees, use a non-disclosure agreement. Tell them, I'm going to show you how I arrive at my pricing, but this is my trade secret. You keep it secret. Sign this non-disclosure agreement saying that you will.
Is that binding? Can you just write your own non-disclosure agreement and then have somebody?
You should work with an attorney to have put together a non-disclosure agreement. But yeah, you can write your own. But
well, I just
like any
the website has templates for everything, so I just didn't know if you could go in the website and get a non-disclosure.
Use it at your own risk, just like anything that you find on the internet. It may or may not be legally enforceable. Like I said, just mark everything confidential, keep things locked up, only share on a need-to-know basis, don't go tell your friends, don't go tell all your employees. If you have a key employee that needs to know something, tell them that. If you're running a restaurant and you have a certain recipe, tell one chef how to make parts A, B, and C, and another chef what he needs to do D, E, and F to make the final product. That way if one of them goes somewhere else, they can only make half of your product. They can't make the whole thing. Those are just some techniques for keeping things trade secret. Lock things up, keep things in a safe, buy a safe. I think you can get one at Costco for relatively cheap, $150, and put important papers in there and lock it up. Like I said, there's no registration. Trade secret protection is absolutely free unless you need to go to an attorney to have them draft a non-disclosure agreement.
What if you're teaching something, or giving information that is kind of not necessarily...
If you're putting it out in the public domain, it's not going to be trade secret.
Okay.
If you blog about it, it's not going to be trade secret. If you build a product that somebody can sit there and disassemble it with a screwdriver and figure out how it works, that is not a trade secret. Talk to a patent attorney about patent protection for that.
So, like, if she's giving a class on how to make a project, like how to make these granny bags or whatever, and someone, one of her students can turn around and make the granny bags and sell them, or can turn around and start their own class on how to make granny bags?
And it's out in the public domain. You're putting it out there, you're not keeping it secret, right? Unless you're showing it to somebody under a non-disclosure agreement, you're just putting it out there. You can do whatever you want. Unless you have a patent for it.
Okay, so patent seems to be the key.
Okay, so let's go through our handout. I'll check our time, but I think that we have time to keep going here. Go through the third handout. That's our last one today. And just circle what types of IP protection you spot that are absolutely free. this one's pretty simple, so we'll move on. Give you the answers here. Handout number 3, the answers. First one, what is absolutely free? Can anybody tell me?
Copyright to work, in work.
Established copyright is establishing trademark, establishing trade secret rights, right? The trademark rights are established in common law simply by using the mark in commerce to identify your goods. You should put a little TM or SM after it to indicate to others that you are using it as a trademark. State trademark is inexpensive. I'm not sure exactly, probably less than $100. I haven't registered one recently, but pretty inexpensive, but not free. The question was, what's free? Federal trademark registration is more expensive, at least $275 for the cheapest registration fees, and you're probably going to have some attorney fees and maybe some other government fees associated with that. But it is the best protection. If you are operating in interstate commerce, I strongly recommend the federal trademark registration because there are certain benefits to having that. Copyright, like you said, again, free, it's automatic. All you have to do is establish it in a fixed medium of expression. There is no such thing as state copyright. And you can apply for a federal copyright registration for $35 is the filing fee. Again, you might want to work with an attorney if you're not quite sure how to fill out the forms and get that filed. Trade secrets, again, just maintain it secret. Might not be entirely free if you have to spend $1.25 on that confidential stamp, but pretty close. There is no such thing as state or federal trade secret registration, at least not in the state of Colorado, and I'm pretty sure no other state has that either.
So if somebody tells us that, we don't want to be there.
Yeah, if they want to charge you $1,000 for that state trade secret registration,
Yeah.
don't send your money. All right, so let's just recap real quick. What's in your IP portfolio now? You all came in here probably thinking maybe you had something or wanted to find out if you did. Well, now you should know that you do have an IP portfolio. It's up to you to build your IP portfolio. And we do that just like we did in the handout. Identify your IP. Do you have trademarks? Do you have copyright? Do you have trade secrets? Do you have patents? Talk to a patent attorney. Value it, protect your IP. Like I said, at least put the TM symbol on there. Put the copyright notice on there. Let people know, hey, I'm claiming copyright in this. If I see you copying, I'm probably going to come after you. Manage it and keep track of your IP, like you were saying. How do you keep records of it? When you do advertisements, when you develop a website, whenever you put something out there and you put the copyright notice on it, put it in a file cabinet and label it as your IP file. If it's trade secret, keep that IP file in your safe. Treat it like an important business asset because it is. So for identifying your IP portfolio, like I said, trademarks, do you have products? Do you offer services? Do you have any slogans? Do you have any packaging? You're going to have a trademark somewhere. Copyrights, do you have menu